right? So we did 4 functions yesterday that were len, length function for a list. We did append, extend, and insert. We did these 4 functions in the list. The fifth function is pop. The fifth function is pop. Pop function deletes an element on the behalf of an index. Pop function deletes an element on the behalf of an index. That is, we have to mention that at what index the element we have to delete. For example, if we have a list that is L1, we have a list with 4 elements that is 4, 6, 8, 10. The indexing are 0, 1, 2, 3. What if I write L1 dot pop 2? What will happen? The element which is at index 2 will get deleted, and if I print after this statement, the result is going to be 4, 6, right?
Sir, can you repeat the definition of pop function?
Pop means, pop says that it helps you to delete an element on the behalf of an index. You just have to mention the index in the pop function, and the element which is at particular index will get deleted from the list. So we have a list L1 that is 4, 6, 8, 10 having 4 elements. We have written L1 dot pop 2. So the element which is at index number 2 will get deleted. That is 8 will get deleted if I print L1 after this function. The result that I'm going to get is 4, 6, 10. Right? Understood? Yes or no?
So have
What
you taken
if?
attendance?
Who's still not? What if I have written L1.pop without passing any of the parameter in it? I haven't mentioned the index. It is not going to give you an error. It is going to do some work, and what is that work? In the first example, I have mentioned the index number 2. So the value which is at index number 2 will get deleted. But in the case of empty pop, we haven't mentioned any value. What is going to happen? It is going to delete the last element of the list by default. If you haven't given any of the parameters in the pop function, it by default delete the last element of the list. That is, the output will be 4, 6. Clear? Any doubts in this? Yes, students? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Next function is remove function. Now this remove function deletes the element on the behalf of the value that we have given. That is, your pop was deleting the element on the behalf of an index. That we have to pass an index, we have to give an index that the value which is at particular index will get deleted. So this was what the pop was doing. But in the case of remove, you have to mention the element. That what element you want to delete from the list. For example, we have a list that is 4, 6, 8, 10. Right? I have written L1 dot remove 6. So in the pop function, we have to mention the index. In the remove function, we have to mention the element, the value that you want to delete. So after this statement, if I print L1, the result is going to be 4, 8. What if you have a list as 4, 6, 8, 6, 10. For example, you have got a list that is 4, 6, 8, 6, 10. Again, I'm going to remove element number 6. Which element will get deleted? Both the elements or a single element? If a single element, which element will get deleted? Tell me the result. Yes, Vanshika?
Sir, the board is not clear.
Yes, sir.
Is it blurred? Is it blurred?
So can you write a little big?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Actually, the problem is the internet is not working properly. That is why we are facing this kind of problem today.
Also played the remove function again.
Hmm?
Sir, please
Yes.
repeat the remove function again.
Remove function says that in the pop function, what we have seen in the pop function, we have to mention the index value for which the value will get deleted. In the remove function, we have to mention the element itself. That what element you want to delete. In the pop function, we have to mention the index value, right? But in the remove function, we have to mention what? We have to mention the element itself. One second. Okay.
Can you attendance ले ली?
नहीं.
So what I was saying that pop function deletes the element on the behalf of an index, but in the remove function we have to mention the element itself, but element you have to delete, just mention that element. So that element will get deleted from the list. But in this case, now the elements are repeated. In the second example, the elements are being repeated. What happened? The elements are being repeated. But we have 6 two times. I have written element or remove 6. Now which 6 is going to be deleted will be the first one. The result after the deletion of this 6 will be 4, 8, 6, 10. It will not delete all the 6 present in the list, but it will delete the first occurred element from the list. I'm not able to understand what you want to say. From left to right will be seen, so first one will be this now. So this will get deleted. This will get deleted. Rest will be same. Clear? Any doubts to anyone? Yes, Vanshika?
If there are two same digits, then the first digit will be removed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Next. One more function to delete an element from the list, that is del. What we have? We have del. But now the thing is, pop was deleting element on the behalf of an index, remove is deleting an element on the behalf of an element itself, but your del function again deletes the element on the behalf of index. Right? Your del function again deletes the element on the behalf of an index. But sir, we already are having a function with the name of pop. What is the use of having a del function? जब एक फंक्शन हमारे पास पॉप है तो del की नीड क्या है? You must think about this कि del और pop दोनों ही इंडेक्स के व्याप्त एलिमेंट्स को डिलीट करते हैं. जब pop है तो del क्यों? Is it possible to delete multiple elements at a time? Is it possible to delete multiple elements at a time using a pop function? No.
No, sir.
Or using remove function? No. But using the del function, you can delete the multiple elements, but there's a condition. The condition says that you can delete the multiple elements, but in the form of a slice. We have read about slicing. We have seen slicing ना. Slicing क्या होता है? छोटा सा सब पार्ट निकाल लेते हैं लिस्ट का या स्ट्रिंग का, so slicing बोलते हैं. So similarly, you can delete the particular sub part. You can delete a particular slice from the list using the del function. Let's see how. First of all, I'm writing a very simple example of del. Suppose I say that I want to delete the first, the element which is at index number 1, I want to delete that. So I will do del L1 of 1. The syntax of writing the function is different. In the pop, we have written L1 dot pop and the index. In the remove, we have written L1 dot remove and the element. But in the case of del, the syntax of writing this function is quite different. That is del L1, and in the subscript operators, we have to mention what index you want to delete. Right? So 1, 6 will get deleted. The list will be 4, 8, 10. Now, but if I have mentioned one column, this is something that you can do with the del function, which was not able to do using the pop or remove function. But with the del function, you can delete the multiple elements. But again, I have told you in the form of slice only. So I have written one column 3, so the elements 6 and 8 will get deleted. Because the slice says that start from 1, end at 3. So whatever value of end is given, we have to go one value before it. But if I print this list after the deletion, the list will be any doubts in this? Is it clear? Students, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. But if, now one more thing is there with the del function. We have a same list example.
So the syntax is del space and list name.
Del space the list name and the subscript operators, you have to mention the index or the slice. Now, I haven't mentioned any slice. I haven't mentioned any of the index now. Now, what is going to be happening if I print this element after the deletion? It is going to give you an error. Please, sorry. It is going to give you an error that the list does not exist. You don't have any list now. What it is going to print? It is going to print the error that the list does not exist. Simply. Because we have deleted the list from the memory itself. So del L1, without giving any of the subscript, without giving any index, any slice, if I'm directly writing del L1, it will delete the list from the memory. Right? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Now there can be a question that we have a more function with the name clear. But suppose again we have a list with the elements 4, 6, 8, 10. Now I am writing L1 dot clear print E. This will return an empty list. Now there is a difference between this clear function and this thing. This can be a question in a theoretical examination. And what is the difference between this del function and the clear function? If I am writing del L, it is deleting the list from the memory itself, right? There is no list with the name of L. But in the case of clear, it will delete the elements of the list, but the list will be remaining in the memory as an empty list. This is the difference between the clear function and the del function. Clear function.
So the output will be these empty brackets.
Empty list, right? So your clear function will clear the element in the list, but it will be there in the memory. If you are printing the list L1, it will print the empty list. Don't have any elements in the list, but still. Okay, so we have the function. So we are doing like this. Let's see the next function, number 9. Index function. But you have seen one thing. But if I have a list, suppose L1, again we are having the same list. But if I print L1 of 2, the output will be. I want to know what is the index of the element 8. By with this statement, what we have done? We have mentioned the index and we have printed the value which was there at the index number 2. Now we have to do the work. Now we have to do the opposite work. We are going to mention the value, and we want to know that what is the index of the particular value. So suppose I say that we are printing element dot index of suppose element 3. The result will be 2. Right?
So please repeat index function again.
Index function will print the index of the value that you have mentioned in the index function as a parameter. So what I have done is I have printed the index of the element number 8. It has printed me 2. Right? Next function. That is the count function. Count function will return that the occurrence of that particular element in the list. Count will return what? It will return the occurrence of the element in the list. Number of times that element has occurred in the list. For example, we have a list. Very simple. This is 4, 6, 8, 16. Right? I want to show what is the occurrence of this element number 6. So it will return you how to, by how many times this 6 has been there in the list? 2 times. So the count function will return. Clear? Any doubts?
So when
Next.
we want to print a particular element from a list, we write list dot then subscription.
List, not dot. We just have to write list, name, subscript operators, and the index.
Okay.
It is 10 or 11. Sort. Sort function will sort the list in ascending or in descending order. Kanak, you want to ask something?
Sir, I wasn't able to write that.
Count?
The code for count.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you please tell where dot will not come while writing the
Your dot will not come. No, but actually, Kanak was asking, will be having a dot here while printing an element on the behalf of an index. So I said no, there will be no dot. We just have to write directly the list name and the index whatever it is. Right? Zero. Kanak done?
Yes, sir.
Sort function will sort the list either in ascending or in descending. Now, how we are going to do it? The list is being sorted in ascending or descending order. You can control that thing. How? Suppose I have given a list 1, 2, 3, 2, 6. Suppose this is my list, right? It is shuffled. It's not in either of the orders, nor in descending. It's neither in descending nor in ascending. So I want to sort this list. First of all, we are going to sort this list in ascending, then in descending. L1.sort. I haven't mentioned anything in the sort function, so by default it will sort the list in ascending order. So what if I print L1 after this? The result will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Easy. Just write down L1.sort. Do not pass any parameter in the sort function. By default, it will convert the list in the descending order. What if I want to sort the list in the descending order? What do I have to do for that? Just write down in the sort function reverse equal to. So you will be able to sort the list in descending order. This is used to sort the list in descending order. For ascending order, you don't have to mention anything. For descending, you have to mention this reverse equals to. Are you getting it? You know, you'll be getting marks for this register as well. It's better to maintain it. Complete your practical files as soon as possible.
So what if the number comes 2 times?
But Vanshika, offline class में
No, sir, I'm asking that what if the number comes 2 times in the list? Then how will it be the same?
Yes. अच्छा, let it be. We have two codes.
So actually, sir, board is blue. So can you?
Or I'm taking the attendance first. Akansha,
Present, sir.
Arav Grewal,
Present, sir.
Agnish,
Sir, R. Agrawal present.
Arman, Aishwarya,
Present, sir.
Akshita,
Present, sir.
Aman Tomar, Anshika, Arumita,
Present, sir.
Aryan Sinha,
Present, sir.
Ayush Sharma, Bhavya Bhardwaj,
Present, sir.
Bhavya Mishra,
Present,
Daman,
sir.
Devansh,
Present, sir.
Ishita,
Present, sir.
Galaxy, Gautam Kakkar, Gautam Kumar,
Present, sir.
Himanshu,
Present, sir.
Jayant.
Present, sir.
Jayant, you are not regular in the classes.
So I am.
Yesterday you were absent.
I was in the school.
Kanak,
Present, sir.
Kana, Kunjal,
Present, sir.
Lakshay, Lakshay,
Present, sir.
Linoy,
Present, sir.
Manav,
Present, sir.
Pragya, Rishabh, Rohan, Sahil,
Present, sir.
Sahil Bisht, Sahil Sharma,
Present, sir.
Sanket,
Present, sir.
Sayyam Kakkar, Shashwat,
Present, sir.
Shivansh,
Present, sir.
Shriya,
Present, sir.
Siddhant Sharma,
Present, sir.
Siddharth Jain, Vani, Vanshika,
Present, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, Daman was present.
sorry, Daman,
Sir, Daman was present. Yes, sir.
Sir Agnish present.
Anji,
Sir Agnish present.
Agnish, I am not present.
Okay, sir.
So,
Yes.
can you please tell what is written after reverse?
Also true. Reverse equal true. But if you don't write anything by default, it will also print in simple. Hmm? If we write first three lines and then you print them by default, it shows error. It will show error. So I have tried. Not show error. Next function. Reverse. So L1 dot reverse, and if I print this L1, the result would be, it will simply reverse the list. That is, it will not sort the list, but it will simply reverse the list. Right? Reverse function will simply reverse the list. It will not sort, but will simply reverse the list. Next. Written? Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When? So we have a list 4, 6, 8, 1, 10. I'm writing print min of L1. This min of L1 will print the minimum element from the list. That is, similarly we have max function. Let's change the list. We are taking integers again and again. Let's change the list. Max will print the maximum element, greatest element. What will be the output of this?
Hello.
Hello.
Ruchika, why?
So because it has more elements.
Try to speak. Yes, because in hello,
There are more alphabets.
alphabets. Let's do one thing then. It is hell, right? It is HELL. Now,
Sad.
yes, Vanshika.
Sir, which is the middle element?
You have three elements in this list: ABC, capital A, small bc, capital Z, AID, small HELL. Hell.
Capital ZAID.
Yes, Kira?
ZAID.
ZAID.
So,
Yes, Vanshika.
I guess it will print the number which has a bigger ordinal value.
You are going right. So it should be
Maybe ZA.
how many of you says the answer is that? has ordinal value of 90. ये भी 65 होती है. Just add 26 with that. 91. 90. Hell. How many of you are with ABC? How many of you are with Hell? The correct answer is Hell. Let me explain you why. Why it is starting from capital letter A has an ordinal value of 65. Z has an ordinal value of 90. H obviously has an ordinal value greater than 97. The ordinal value of small h is greater than 97 because small a has the value 97. Small h for sure is going to be greater than 97. So we are going to check the first character which is having the maximum, the greatest ordinal value, that is small h. So the max of element will be, how to find the ordinal values? They are fixed. Capital A has ordinal value of 65, small a has ordinal value of 97. That is fixed. We cannot change it. Maximum is L. Actually, I was telling you that this ordinal value of h will be greater than 97 क्योंकि small a की 97 होती है. तो h तो उसके पास आता है. उसकी 97 से ज़्यादा बड़ी है और यहाँ पे सबकी 97 से छोटी है. That is why L is the correct. Right? Next. Have you done the split function? Split. You haven't done the split function now? Is that right? 5 minutes. Please write this down.
5 minutes is left.
Yes, sir. Please write this down.
So, max function will bring the number with a maximum ordinal value.
If you have a string in the list, then the maximum will be calculated as the character which is starting with the maximum ordinal value, right? If you have an integers, so it is so easy to tell, right?
Okay.
Next function is your split function. Split converts the string into a list. Split converts a list into a string. Okay, split function converts the list in a string into a list. Please read the mask. I have to take it out because I have to take the help in. Right? Split converts a string into a list. So how it is? Suppose I am having a string as I love programming. L1 equals to str1 split. Now if I print this L1, the output will be split function will split this string into in the form of a list. Wherever there are spaces, will split the list on behalf of that spaces. Means the element of the list will be जहाँ पे स्पेसेस तो उसके बाद में स्प्लिट किया और आई लव प्रोग्रामिंग के 3 एलिमेंट्स जो है मेरी लिस्ट के बन गए. ठीक है. Now there's a thing that we have to please write this down. Then I'm going to show you one more thing. Is this clear to everyone? Split function. Students, is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if we simply write print bracket str1 dot split and then brackets, it will print the same list, the same output.
Same thing. Have you all written? Now see. But I have written str1 dot split O. I have mentioned a character now. I haven't mentioned any characters. It was empty. If it is empty, it will split the string on the behalf of spaces. Wherever there are spaces, will split the string in the form of a list. But now I have splitted the string on the behalf of the character O. It means the list will be like यहाँ से शुरू करेगा. It will search for O. जब तक O नहीं आता तब तक एक एलिमेंट. ठीक है? O आ गया. O को स्किप करेगा. फिर अगला एलिमेंट जो बनेगा फिर यहाँ से लेके अगले O तक. Done. फिर O आया हटा. फिर इसके बाद जब तक O नहीं आता तब तक अगला एलिमेंट. So if we have a character in this split function, if we have a parameter in this split function, we split, we convert this string into values on behalf of that particular character. So we started searching from the very first character. We are searching for what? We are searching for O. जैसे ही O मिलेगा वहाँ पर रुक जाएगा. उससे पहले एक एलिमेंट क्रिएट कर देगा. उसके बाद फिर शुरू करेगा. जब तक अगला O नहीं मिलेगा तब तक फिर अगला एलिमेंट. And last. Is this split function clear to everyone?
Sir, can you repeat
Yes,
the
sir.
last?
Which one?
Yes, sir.
Sir, this only. Then when we will put the character.
If we have a list that is either programming, what I have done is I have stated this particular string on the behalf of the character O, right? Now, after printing of this element, what it actually do is we have written the we have to split the string in the behalf of O. It will start searching from the very first character. It will start searching for the character O. तो O नहीं है, O नहीं है, O यहाँ मिलता है. तो O से पहले जो भी एलिमेंट्स थे, जो भी कैरेक्टर्स थे, उनको एक इसमें डाल देगा एलिमेंट में, लिस्ट एक एलिमेंट बन जाएगा. O आया, O को स्किप किया, फिर अगले एलिमेंट से शुरू करेगा जब तक O नहीं मिलता. अगले कैरेक्टर शुरू करेगा जब तक O नहीं मिलता. तो जब तक O नहीं मिलेगा फिर उसको अगले एलिमेंट डाल देगा. फिर शुरू करेगा. Any other characters here on that behalf as list clear? So the
Sir,
functions
if it is it case sensitive? If I write capital O, it will go for capital O only and small o, small o.
do you have any small? Do you have any capital O here? No, we don't have. Do one thing. This thing you can check in your IDE that what output can you get if you are writing capital O, right?
Okay.
Okay. So goodbye. See you tomorrow. See you in the next class. And the list manipulation, the functions are over, but for sure we are going to do some questions on this chapter in the next class, right? Till then, goodbye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.